guys. Don't tell me, no, miss, there is not a worksheet. I'm sure that a worksheet.
It's on Monday.
Yes, it's uploaded on Monday, guys. It's not uploaded for today. You should have solved it on Monday, and we will solve it today on for the quiz. Okay? Don't tell me it's not on the app. It is on the app.
شو؟
Guys, mute.
ما بتذكر لا ما بتذكر ها؟ ما مش مطلوب منا آتي هي تمارين شو ماما؟ تعال 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 لا أنا فرجيك طلع هي شو عاملة لا طلع شو عاملة يا عمي خليني أحكي دغري بتعصبي أنت هي مشيتي عندك سنان على وحدة على الأستاذ على البي دي إف وحدة على الأبليكيشن لا هي شكلها حطت طب ما كانت الأبليكيشن تنهنج
Kareem, you're unmuted.
Okay, so let's start together. Please, we're going to solve this worksheet as a practice for our quiz on Friday. It is the bisector of an angle, perpendicular bisector of a segment. These are lecture 2 and lecture 3, which is the decimal fractions. First, I wanted to remind you of two important definitions. The definition of the bisector of an angle and the definition of the perpendicular bisector of a segment. These definitions should be memorized. As I said before, you should memorize these definitions. First, we have the definition of a bisector of an angle. Yes, Julia, can you please define the bisector of an angle? What is the bisector of an angle, Julia?
Bisector of an angle is the line that cuts the angle. It's a line that cuts the angle.
It cuts the angle how?
In two.
How are these two?
They're equal.
Okay, again, say all the definition at one time. So the bisector of an angle is a?
Is a line that splits an angle into two equal parts.
So this is the definition. It is a line or array. We can say it is a line or array that divides an angle into two equal angles. This definition should be memorized as it is. Now the perpendicular bisector of a segment. Yes, Rama, can you define a perpendicular bisector of a segment?
Yeah, miss.
What is the perpendicular bisector of a segment?
The perpendicular bisector of a segment is like the bisector of a segment بس ما بتيجي مثل perpendicular.
أبداً هي مش مثل البايسكتر أبداً. The bisector is for the bisector. Don't tell me don't say Rama, listen to me. Don't say what you are saying. What you are saying cannot be written in the exam. In the exam, you should write the exact definition. Don't say it is like the bisector. Tell me what is do you know the definition of the perpendicular bisector of a segment? Did you?
Yeah, I have them in my notebook. But
you memorize it? Did you memorize it?
Yeah, but I read it in my notebook, but I can't find my notebook now.
I don't want the notebook. I want you to say it from your mind. You should have memorized the perpendicular bisector of a segment, Rama, because 2 days later we have a quiz. Okay? Yes, Angelina, please define the perpendicular bisector of a segment. This is not what should be done. You are all, I'm not talking about somebody exactly. I'm talking about all of you. You are not studying as you should study, guys. This is the last time I'm warning you. Okay? Yes, Angelina, define the perpendicular bisector of a segment.
The perpendicular bisector of a segment is a line perpendicular to the segment at its midpoint.
This is what we call a definition. So thank you, Angelina. It is a line perpendicular to the segment at its midpoint. Thank you, Angelina. Now we will start with question 1 in the worksheet. We should write as a decimal fraction. Here, you should not directly give me the answer. You should tell me what should be done. So we should write these decimal numbers as decimal fractions. Please, I want Salman. Yes, Salman.
Sorry, I left.
Lamar Sharafuddin, can you answer me, please? Samia, can you answer me?
Yes, miss.
Please, Samia, you have a decimal number 26.9. We should write it as a decimal fraction. What is the first step? What should you write first?
Excuse me, miss. Sorry, it's just that you're lagging a bit.
When we are changing from a decimal number to a decimal fraction, what should we write first in the decimal fraction?
What do you mean?
Miss?
What I mean, did you study the steps how we change a decimal number into a decimal fraction, Samia?
Miss?
Yeah.
Okay, what is the first step? The first step, we should write the line of a fraction, right?
Yeah.
This is what I'm asking about, Samia. So first you should
Oh,
tell
I
me.
thought you meant the calculation.
No, I
Yes.
don't mean calculation. I said, what is the first step?
Okay.
We should write the line of a fraction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how can we know the denominator, Samia? Where do we look?
The denominator is after the point.
How many digits do we have after the point?
1.
So the denominator should be how much?
10.
10. How do we write the numerator? We take all the number as it is, but without.
The point.
Okay, so the answer is 269 over 10. Now
Over
we
10.
have,
Miss?
yes?
Miss? Anna, please. Anna, can I?
I am choosing from the names in front of you. Don't, all the names are in front of me.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I will try to choose all of you. Okay, so now I will choose Lamar Shahab. Yes, Lamar Shahab.
Yes, miss.
The second one, Lamar, 7.819. I want to change it into a decimal fraction. So what should I write?
Yes. So the denominator is 100 because we counted the digits.
Lamar, first we write the line of a fraction, right?
Yes.
Yes, the denominator is how much? Because we have 3 digits to the right of the point, then the denominator.
It's 100.
3 digits we have, not 2 digits.
Sorry, miss, 1000.
Okay, the numerator is?
And the numerator is 2,581.
We are solving this, Lamar, the second one, 7.819.
7,819.
So this is the answer. It is 7,819 over 1,000. Thank you, Lamar. Now I want, please, Muhammad Isa. Yes, Muhammad Isa.
Yes, teacher.
We have the number 25.81. Do you see this number, Muhammad?
Yes.
We should write it as a decimal fraction. We said first we write the line of a fraction. What is the denominator of the fraction?
Uh, 2,500.
The denominator, down. To know the denominator, Muhammad, we count how many digits we have to the right. How many digits do you have to the right?
2
So the
Plus
denominator is 100,
زائد 1 يعني
2500,
100.
1 over 100. Thank you. Now I want to ask Hala. Yes, Hala.
Yes, miss.
0.7, we should change it into a decimal fraction. First, we write the line of a fraction. What is the denominator, Hala?
100.
Hala, it is 0.7. How many digits you have to the right?
10.
Hala, how many digits you have? How many digits to the right of the point?
One.
Count, please, count.
1.
So it should, the
One.
denominator should be 10. The numerator
10.
should be how much?
7.
7 over 10. Now we have Ali Shughri, we have 8.03. What is the denominator? Ali Shughri? Ali Shughri is not here.
Miss, you're lagging.
Ali Sky, I'm lagging?
Yes, miss, I'm here,
No.
but you're lagging.
No, I'm not lagging. It's from your
Yes.
side, okay? It's from your side. It's a net issue. So I want to ask Ali Jbei'i. Yes, Ali Jbei'i, can you answer me, please?
Okay, miss, can you please repeat the question?
Okay, miss.
We have 8.03 is a decimal number. We should change it into a decimal fraction. What is the denominator?
100.
The numerator?
803.
Thank you, Ali. Now I want to ask Asil. Yes,
You're
Asil.
welcome.
Asil?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
0.042. What is the denominator?
The denominator is 1000.
The numerator?
42.
Thank you. Now we have 2.1. I want to ask Ali Skaiki. Yes, Ali Skaiki.
Yes, miss.
2.1. What is the denominator?
The denominator is 10.
The numerator?
21.
Maya, 0.04. What is the denominator?
The denominator is 10. I mean 100.
The numerator?
4.
Lana, 0.005. What is the denominator, Lana? Lana? Lana, are you here? Danielle, 0.
Yes.
Lana, are you
Yes,
answering?
ma'am.
Okay, 0.005. What is the denominator?
100.
How many digits you have, Lana, to the right of the point? Count them, please. How many digits? Count.
1,000.
1,000. And the numerator is?
5.
5.
0.
5. Yes, Danielle. 0.474. What is the denominator?
100.
The numerator?
74.
Thank you, Danielle. Now, exercise number 2. We should draw a segment EF equals 6 centimeter. Who can tell me which ruler do I use to draw a segment? The protractor, the long ruler, or the set square?
The long ruler.
Long ruler.
Yes, the long ruler. So we draw a segment EF using the long ruler. This is how we draw a segment, and we name it at the beginning E and at the end F. Now, let M be the midpoint of segment EF. To find the midpoint of segment EF, what should we do for the measure of EF, guys?
Miss, we put the long ruler and if it's 8 centimeter, we mark it at the 4 centimeter.
We should not put directly the long ruler. We take the measure, which is 6 centimeter, and we divide it by 2 because the midpoint is in the middle of the segment. So look how we do. To find the midpoint of the segment, we divide its measure by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3 centimeter. Now on the 3 centimeter, I put the midpoint, and we should say that M is the midpoint of EF. So we mark EM, which is a 3 centimeter, and MF, which is also 3 centimeter. Please look at these marks. These marks, you have grades on these marks. If you don't write them, you will lose marks in your quiz. Why did I put these dashes? Because EM is equal to 3 centimeter and MF is equal to 3 centimeter. Now, we should construct line D, which is the perpendicular bisector of segment EF. Now, which ruler do we use?
Miss, it's like the circle, but half a circle.
No, we don't
the
use the
perpendicular,
protractor. No, to draw the
Protract-
perpendicular, which circle do we
The
use?
set square.
Yes,
The set
we
square.
put the set square. We put the set square on segment EF, passing through M, and we draw a perpendicular. To say that this red line is a perpendicular, we should make here a right angle like the one I did. So if you have such a question in the quiz, you should do the same things I did. Everything you leave, you will lose marks on it. Please, when you revise this, do the marks on the draft. Now I will move to the second question. The second question, number 3, we should write as a decimal number. So these decimal fractions should be written as decimal numbers. Also here, you should memorize the steps in order to apply while changing. I will start the first one with Hassan Zainuddin. Yes, Hassan, you have 296 over 100. How can we write it as a decimal number, Hassan?
Yes, we write 296.
Good.
Then we move the point 2 times.
Before, in 296, do we have a point, Hassan?
No.
So where do we put our finger in 296? To the right of all the digits, right?
Right.
Yes, and we move it how many digits to the left?
2 times.
Good, Hassan. So it is, thank you, Hassan. So it is 2.96. Yes, Karim, 57 over 10. We should write it as a decimal number. Yes.
5.7.
5.7. You don't want to tell me the steps of writing 5.7?
Yes. First, we count how many zeros do we have. 10 has 1 0. So that means in the decimal part that should be one number. So we start from the right. We move 1 point to the left. So then it becomes 5.
Thank you, Karim. Now we have 29 over 1,000. I want to ask Lamar Soufan. Yes, Lamar Soufan. 29 over 1,000. How can we write it as a decimal number? Lamar Soufan. Lamar Soufan. Please, Hassan Bawab. Yes, Hassan Bawab. Hassan Bawab.
Yes.
Please write 29 over 1,000 as a decimal number.
0.29.
It's not 0.29. Hassan, you should follow the steps. Don't tell me directly the answer. First, we should write 29 as it is. We should write
0.029.
Yes, 0.029. Thank you, Hassan. Now we have 174 over 10. Yes, Hadi. 174 over 10. Can you write it as a decimal fraction, please? As a decimal number? Hadi?
174
over 10. Yes, Hadi? Hadi, this is not guess who am I. This is to solve it, you should study the steps. Guys, if you don't know the steps, you will not know how to do anything. Now, when we finish, I'll really talk to the supervisor, and I will tell him that you are not studying at all. I cannot continue in this case, okay? This is not accepted, guys. I'm doing all what should be done, but you are not doing anything. This is not accepted. You don't know the steps. I have given you the steps 2 days ago. We have 174 over 10. So we should write 174 as it is. And we put our finger to the right. We move it 1 digit to the left. So we get 17.4. Guys, now I want please Abdullah. Yes, Abdullah. Abdullah,
Yes,
69 over 100. Change it to a decimal number, please. Change it to a decimal number.
0.69.
0.69. Okay. Now I have 2 over 1,000. I want, please, whom didn't I pick? Leia Dabul, 2 over 1,000. Please change it to a decimal number. Leia Dabul. Yes, Leia Dabul. Yes, Leia. Leia is not here. I want Tala. Yes, Tala. 2 over 1,000.
0.002.
0.002. Okay, the others are the same. Let me move to question number 4. We should construct an angle MON equal 80 degrees. Of course, to construct an angle, we use the protractor. Yes. Who's saying miss? Who stopped me? Okay, don't disturb, please, if you don't have anything to say. So we should draw an angle MON equal 80 degrees. I have used the protractor, as you can see, to draw angle MON. Now, to draw the bisector of this angle, I put again the protractor in the angle and I mark on the 40 degrees. Why? Because I divide 80 degrees by 2, it gives me 40 degrees. Where I marked, I bring the long ruler and I join it with the vertex O. This is how we draw the bisector. This is how you should draw the bisector in the quiz or in any other question. Any question about how we draw a bisector, guys?
No.
Okay, so we should study how we draw in these steps. Now I will move to the next question. If you don't have questions, we should expand these numbers: 69.4, 146.92, 0.075, and 1.006. What do we mean by expand? We should write, as you still remember, we have steps here. We should write the whole part as it is, and the decimal part, every digit, we write it according to its unit. The 10th, we write it over 10. The 100th, we write it over 100, and etc. So if you look at the first number, 69.4, Ali Shugri, are you with me? Ali Shugri is not here. Okay, I want, who's raising his hand? Let me see whom I have. I want Lamar Sharafuddin. Yes, Lamar Sharafuddin. Yes?
Yes, miss.
How do we write the first number in expanded form? 69.4. What do you write, Lamar? What do you write? As I said, Lamar, what is the whole part in 69.4? What is the whole part, Lamar?
69.
Yes, so we write 69 as it is, right?
Yes.
Then we write plus. Then we write plus. What is the decimal part? 4.
4.
What do you have? What do you have? 4 is in which unit? It's in the 10th or the 100th or the 1000th or where?
It's in the 10th unit.
So we write 4 over 10, right?
Yes.
So this is how we write it in expanded form. 146.92. To write it in expanded form, please, I want to pick. Are you here, Lamar Sufan? Lamar Sufan?
Yes, Lamar Sufan didn't join the sound.
She joined at first, but maybe she has a problem now. Okay.
I know, but she didn't connect the sound or voice.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I want to choose Hassan Fouani. Yes, Hassan Fouani.
Yes, miss.
Please, we have 146.92. What is the whole part?
Sorry, I lost internet.
So I want to pick Ghadi. Yes, Ghadi. What is the whole part in 146?
Miss, I'm here. Miss, I'm here. Sorry, I'm muted.
Hassan Fouani?
Yes, miss.
Okay, what is the whole part in 146.92? What's the whole part?
Whole part is 146.
So we write 146 plus. What is the 10th?
9.
So we write 9 over
10.
10. What is the 100th?
2.
So we write it 2
over 100.
Yes, thank you, Hassan. Now we have 0.075. I want Ghadi to answer. Yes, Ghadi?
Yes, miss.
0.075. What's the whole part, Ghadi?
The whole part is 0.
If the whole part is 0, is it necessary to write 0 plus?
No.
So it's not
We
necessary
start,
to write the 0.
7 over 10, 5 over
Wait,
1000.
Ghadi. Wait. If you write 7 over 10, then 7 is in the 10th. But we have 0 in the 10th, so we don't write 0 over 10. So 7 is in the 100th. What do we write? 7 over 10 or 100?
5 over 1000.
Yes, 7 over 100 plus 5 over 1000. Now I have 1.006. I want to ask.
Can I?
Who's saying can I?
Miss, please, can I? Me, Leah.
Leah, you didn't answer. Yes, Leah, 1.006. Write it in expanded form.
1 plus 6 out of 1000.
Yes, 1 plus 6 over 1000. Thank you, Leah. Now in question number 6, we talked about the rules of calculating mentally when we multiply a whole number by 10,100,000, a decimal number by 10,100,000, and when we divide a decimal number by 10,100,000. So these have rules. Now we have the first number. Yes, Karim, 6.79 times 10.
Miss, if it's times 10, so then we move 1 point to the right, so then it becomes 67.9.
Well done. So it is, we move it to the right 1 digit, so it is 67.9. Thank you, Karim. I want to ask, I want to ask Rama, 83 over 100. Yes.
Miss, 83 over 100 is what's the point? It's 0.83.
Rama, are we dividing or multiplying?
Yes, we're timing.
Multiplying. We don't say timing, we say multiplying.
Yeah.
Okay, we are multiplying
We
a
put the
whole
point
number
at
by 100. What does the rule say? What does the rule
remove
say?
oh, it's 83 point
Oh, in the
zero.
quiz, if you write it,
Miss, can
Oh,
you
yeah.
take?
listen to me,
Sorry.
Rama. Listen to me. In the quiz, if you write it wrong, does the O makes anything good for you?
No, but when I'm revising it, of course I will get it. But, you know, you did here wrong.
Rama, now we are revising. This is a revision for the quiz.
Okay, miss.
But you haven't studied well, all of you. All of you.
Miss, can I please, Ali Shugri?
Yes, Rama, I will ask you, Ali Shugri. 83 times 100, what's the answer?
I told you 83.0.
Thank you, Rama. Listen to Ali Shugri, what will say. No, this is wrong. Yes, Ali Shugri, 83 times 100.
2 0, so we put point zero. No. Miss, 83.00.
Ali Shugri. We are multiplying a whole number by 100. If I ask a kid in the 2nd grade, he will answer or she will answer. We write the number as it is. Listen to me. We write the number as it is and we add 2 zeros, guys.
300.
You are driving me crazy, really. These are very easy. These are very silly.
8,300.
I don't want you to tell me the answer in this way. You should say we write the number as it is and we add 2 zeros. This is what I want to hear because this is the rule, guys. So we write 83 and we add 2 zeros. Please, this is not accepted. I'm really not happy with this. I always say grade 6 are very good, grade 6 work, grade 6 study, but this is not what I see today, guys. Now we have 0.45 times 1,000. We are multiplying a decimal number by 1,000. Asil, yes, tell me, what should we do?
Yes, miss.
What should we do, Asil?